Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to replace the rear speakers on your Audi A3 8L. So this is going to be done on a 3-door model, and we're going to go straight in and we're going to start stripping out the parts so we can get to where the rear speakers are. Now the first thing I'm going to show you how to take out is the rear bench. So it's already been propped up on its stands, and we're going to flick it up and we're going to pull out these two hooks here that hold it in place. And then you're just going to chuck the bench out of the car or pass it to someone that's friendly enough to take it off for you. And then once we've taken the bench out, we're going to push the rear seat bench down as well. So you can see where the speakers are there, but we've got a few bits and pieces that need to be taken out of the way. So knock your bench down, it'll either be a single bench or a split bench, and we'll get that pushed down. And the reason we do that is because we want good access to those rear cards. The next thing we're going to take out is between the door is this piece of trim. Now we've used a trim removal tool or a screwdriver. You're going to get underneath it and you're going to pull it, and it's going to pop out of where it's held in by. Again, we're going to move that to one side, and then we're going to grab our trim tool and we're going to remove the card. So the trim tool will just go underneath. You just need to get it to come out a bit, and you're just going to pull that card out, and that's where your speaker's attached to. So it will come out a bit, but it's not going to come out all of the way until the speaker's disconnected. I'll show you that in a second. Also, just bear in mind there might be bits that fall off of this. We're going to revisit that later in the video to put them back. But put the card to one side, get around the other side, undo the speaker, and as you can see there's a stock Audi speaker, and we're going to pull the card out. Now these are the speakers I'm going to replace it with. They cost about £32 off Amazon. And I've bought them to pair them to the amp I'm going to be using in the car, but you can use whichever ones you'd like. Now I'm showing you the stock and the replacement speakers. I apologise for the image quality on that picture there. But with the stock speakers, I actually realised that the new speakers would actually fit into the mount that they're on. So what I'm doing there is I'm just showing you how they would fit in. And what I ended up deciding to do, I took my Dremel tool and I cut out all of the original speakers. So I cut out the cones and I cut out all of the plastic, and I left myself some space to be able to put the new speakers inside the old mount so I could mount them straight to the door card. So you can see there where I've traced around the original speaker and the Pioneer fits inside. So that was just me testing it, and it's almost uncanny how well the two of them fit together. So that's with everything cut out. I did that with my Dremel. You could do it with hacksaw or whatever, just keep the main circle part intact. And then what I did, I fit the speaker inside and I drilled some holes for the speaker's mounting pattern to fit them through the plastic. And then when I did put it together, I used silicone sealant. It doesn't look great, but I made sure there was a good bead going all the way around so it gets a nice solid seal, so there's not going to be any sort of speaker flap or vibration, and put them together as you see there. So what I'm going to show you here, I mentioned about things that might fall off of the door card, and when I took the door card out, these bits of trim holder all stayed on. The reason for that, this glue is between 15 to 20 years old. It's seen better days. So what I'm going to do is use a hot glue gun, and I'm going to put it all back in place on the door card, and then we're going to put the door card back in place as well. Now with the speakers, this video is more about showing you how to take the door card on and off than it is with the speakers. The speakers are 3 screws to take off the panel and the same 3 screws to put them back on, apart from the bit of the hack with cutting the old speaker cones up, or pulling the old speaker cone, the old speaker coil off, and then using that as your new mount. So I'm just showing you here that once you put all of that back together, the trim will just go back into place where it was. You put the piece of door trim back in, and then you are pretty much set. Now I took the decision with mine to hook mine up to a different rear ramp. The reason I've done that is because I found the Audi rear ramp is a complete pain to do any kind of trick wiring to work with the modern head unit. So I've just gone with a Sony 250 watt 2-channel amp for the 2 rear speakers. Now if you want to do this yourself, you can see from the video how simple the stages are. If you have speakers that are direct swap fit and none of the plastic trim connectors come off as you take the door card out, this job will take you about 20 minutes. If any of it comes off and you decide to take the original stock speakers like I did and cut them to bits, this job might take you a couple of hours, but honestly the sound for me is so much better than the stock stereo that I used to have in there. Okay guys, thank you for watching. If you have any comments or feedback, please leave them in the comment section below. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button and share it to anyone that you think this will be helpful for. If you would like to see more videos like this as well, please hit the subscribe button. I have a number of videos going up over the next few weeks that I think you guys will enjoy.